Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Ken, and once again we are here to do another analysis for you. Today we are going to study Bitcoin, but from another point of view. In our previous analysis, we studied the price of Bitcoin through Wyckoff analysis, but this time we are going to use no wave analysis method. Now, in no wave analysis, there are many patterns that we should study in order to understand how price is behaving. You should know that these patterns are very complex and you need to go through different time frames in order to study multi-dimensional patterns to understand how it works. In order to keep our analysis simple, we are going to do just the big picture analysis and not go into the details because we have done it beforehand. Now let's see what happened to price in September of 2023. At the end of 2023, market started its great bull run and we saw the price pumping from 26,000 all the way up to 70,000. This was an impulsive move and the bull run was very profitable for a lot of people. If you want to understand how much the price went up, we could say that, okay, price started from around here and we went up all the way from here all the way up to here, okay? So it was a very impulsive move, but this move was actually stopped and the momentum was lost. What happened here? We could say that, okay, price started a correction from here. Let's see, what kind of correction? From the looks of it, it looks a very complex type of correction. Let's see. In order to understand this correction, you need to go into different time layers to study each wave and understand how things worked. Well, we did that and we can say that price started a very complex pattern, a diametric pattern, which started from here, then here, A, B, C, D, E, and then another one, F, and finally G. This was where the first complex correction was over. As you can see, we had a correction like this and something like this, starting from here. These are not trend lines. These lines are just giving us some idea over how the pattern looks, okay? So you shouldn't really get too much dependent on these lines and take them as trend lines because these are just giving us a general understanding of how price actually moved. Now this was a diametric pattern, our first correction in Bitcoin price. Now if price started a strong move from here, we could have said, okay, we had this correction which was very complex and it took us around how many days? Let's see, 145 days. Now if price could actually get pumped from here and get a new level of all-time high, we could say market was bullish again and this correction actually finished. So we could have simply had a flag here, movement A, and then correction and then pump. This could have been a very simple idea for the crypto market to actually remain bullish. But what happened was that this correction did not finish. As a matter of fact, this correction continued and moved forward. And as you can see, no pumping. Market kept ranging on until here. This actually tells us that our first correction is getting combined with another correction. So this was wave A, right? wave A of our correction, and we gotta have a wave B, right? If things are going to be as simple as an ABC correction. Now, as I said, this took 145 days. Now we need at least another 145 days to cover wave B, because wave B cannot be smaller than wave A regarding time, right? And this could be at least 145 days. What we have here is another complex correction. Why? Because price did not break out of this zone once this correction was over. So it's probably forming another correction. So if you go to lower time frames, you could understand that we are forming another diametric pattern, because price correction and movement is very complex around here as well. So right now, as you can see, we are finishing wave F of this diametric pattern, and already price is going down. Let me just drive this lines for you so you could actually have an understanding about the pattern that I'm talking about. As I said, these lines are just to give us a better understanding of how price is moving, okay? It doesn't have to be very accurate trend lines, because that's not the purpose of that. Now, once we are done with wave F, once price correction is finished, okay, which could be around here, to here, based on lower time frame analysis, which could finish around here, we could have another move up in price. That could be very sharp in order to give us some recovery in the market. And that could be the final wave of this diametric pattern. Now, the problem with this diametric pattern is that once it is over, we can see that price has not fulfilled its 145-day period of time, because wave A was 145 days. So what may happen is that we get another correction combined with this pattern in order to fulfill the time limit that we need. Now, this could be a wave X, probably, getting combined here. And this wave X could be our connection to the next pattern. And what could that be? Well, we could have a triangle, we could have an ABC, but let's just go with a simple one, ABC, right? So we could have an A, B, C. Now this is where things get really interesting. This is where price could actually make an all-time high and go all the way up here. This is where institutions are going to show their power, and lots of new buyers are going to jump in order to catch the new all-time high. Now, this could get really tricky, because all the institutions could actually drive the price all the way up here. Let me just change the color here so we don't get mistaken. Okay, all the institutions could bring the price all the way up here in order to show their power and trap a lot of people, because we think price will not have enough momentum to go higher than 79K. This could be all the way Bitcoin could actually go up. And once we are done with the new all-time high, we could get another correction in order to finish our wave B, and then price could actually give a retest of the higher levels before finishing up our wave B of our correction pattern. Now this big box is going to be where the next movement of Bitcoin is going to happen. Okay? And it could be very complex because we have a diametric pattern here and then wave X and another pattern here. Once this is done, we have to see how things will unfold, because naturally we have to finish our wave C of the bigger time frame, and price could actually see a correction all the way down to lower levels in order to finish up its big movement of A, B, C. Let me get rid of this. Price could actually see its final wave here, and then this box is going to be the next zone that Bitcoin is going to play. And once we are done with wave C, we could say that this correction is over, and price could actually start exploring new patterns, maybe a new bull run, which is equal to mass adoption of Bitcoin. But for now, we're going to focus on this zone, because if price can actually come here and break above these levels and form new patterns, then this correction pattern is failed, and we can say, okay, now we have new discovery of all-time highs and market is completely bullish. But until then, we're gonna keep our analysis based on this pattern and see what happens. Thank you for watching this no wave analysis with us, and I hope you enjoyed our idea on the price of Bitcoin. Just remember, these analyses are just the way we see and study the market. You must not consider them as financial advice. You should always do your own research and do proper risk management before buying and selling any cryptocurrency. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. You can check out our Telegram channel for more analysis like this, and see you later on our next video.